Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, good morning everyone. It is day 8, Monday, March 5th. I didn't do any video at the end of the day. I did make it to Low Gap Shelter at just before 5:30, so pretty much a 9-hour day. Just got stuff set up, had dinner and all that, and pretty much called it a night. It was a pretty tough day. So leaving out of there today, I've adjusted some of my plans, figure out as I go along today what I'm going to do. My original plan was to do 11.1 today to Rocky Mountain Campsite, I think is the name of it. But instead I'm looking at just about 8, I don't remember the exact distance, to Blue Mountain Shelter, and then I'll assess from there. We are supposed to have some rain come in tonight, tomorrow morning. So some folks are talking about going to the 9.5 mile point to Unicoi Gap and going into town for the night instead of sitting through another rainstorm. Don't think this one's going to be as bad as the one we had last week. At least hopefully not. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I'll have to check the forecast again later. And like I said, see how I feel it. Blue Mountain Shelter, I might stay there for the night. I might push on. For this section I might just end up going shelter to shelter, so 7 to 8 miles or so a day. Again, I've got the food for that, so that's not a concern, and it gets a little easier every day as I use up my food because my pack gets lighter. So it's a pretty good night. Got down into the mid 30s, not too bad. It was a dry night, and a lot of people staying at Low Gap Shelter last night. It was full and people all up the hill. So it's a pretty busy place. Very big bubble that I'm hiking in right now. So it's got its good points and it's got its bad points. Meeting a lot of people right now. Still haven't gotten a trail name. Got a few people that have said they're working on an idea. So we'll see. Maybe in the next couple of days I'll get one. So I'm gonna get to walking, and I'll talk to you again later. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up from here. Well, that's a pretty cool little waterfall that comes right off the side of the trail. Right there. It's days like today. Beautiful weather. Clouds are coming in today for the rain tonight. But still, really good weather. It's supposed to be in the 50s again today, and 40s tonight. So at least at the Blue Mountain Shelter. So not too bad. Pretty nice weather to be hiking in. Back into another green tunnel. A lot of the trees are really starting to fill out down here now. So, very pretty. Folks coming along in even a month. Wow, having the same problems Red Mage had last year. Doing my camera the same way he did, and hooking the branches overhead. But so the folks coming along even a month later are not going to get some of the views that we've had so far. Been able to look through the trees. This is pretty much what they're going to have throughout their hike. Very pretty, beautiful green, but blocks up a lot of the views. I was just talking to another one of the thru hikers, Alamo, and just a tenth or so back, and he was taking a break. We were talking about in the guide and looking at the listings in there and trying to figure out where you are. And so there's a listing in there for stream with cascade. Well, is that the one we passed a mile or so back? The one that was a 1/10 of a mile or so back? Or this one? It's really hard to tell where you are sometimes. But as long as we've got nice days like this, that's okay. You can be lost for a little while on the map. You know, still on the trail, so it's all good. Yeah, it's been a pretty nice path so far today, but yep, that's the trail. So, back to doing some rock climbing. Wish I had the Jeep. Alright, so got to Blue Mountain Shelter today, which was, I'll have to put the distance in, I don't remember. Got here about 2:30, so a little over 5 hours to get here. Short day compared to the last two, but wanted to call it since it is going to rain tonight and early tomorrow. And we've got a beautiful view from here. Got a few other people here that are going to stay the night as well. So that's going to be it for today, and we'll pick up in the morning. Alright, getting ready to head out from Blue Mountain Shelter. There was 5 of us here last night. 4 of us stayed in the shelter and 1 tented. It's about 20 after 9, so still not doing too good on getting up and getting out quickly. But got 8.1 miles to go today to Tray Mountain Shelter. So it is day 9, the 6th of March, and feeling good. Body's doing good. Very happy. We had a fun night last night. We did a campfire for a while, and we don't have the views this morning we had last night. This is what we've got today. Still a little bit of rain coming down, but this is supposed to be clearing up in the next couple of hours or so. At least that's what the forecast says, so we'll see how the day goes. It's an interesting looking trail with the fog this morning. Everything just kind of disappears before too long. Getting up to the top of this, it's taking a bit more than I thought. It's only supposed to be like a couple hundred feet up, and then start to drop down into Unicoi Gap, which is 1,100 foot descent over about 1.5 miles. And then after that, it's a 1,100 foot climb over about 1.4 miles, which is why I didn't want to do it yesterday. I did enough yesterday, especially after the day before. So, but another relatively short day, and should be pretty good. Okay, just finishing up a quick break at Unicoi Gap, 2.4 miles down from Blue Mountain Shelter, and the 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain that was forecast for this morning is looking much more like the rain from last Wednesday. So just a drenching downpour. Fortunately, I found a nice little spot to get out of the rain and stand for a bit. Adjust some of my gear. Wasn't expecting this amount of rain. It wasn't what was forecast, so I didn't have my frog togs on. So I had to get into the pack, make a couple of adjustments. But that's what they say. You can't get to Maine without dealing with the rain. And I've had plenty of rain. I've had a little bit of pain in my knees. Not yesterday, but a couple days before. So I think I've got the pain, the rain out of the way. Now I get to go to Maine. So, but see you in a bit. I don't think I'm going to get another break from the rain until I get to the shelter, and that's about 5.5 miles away. Well, finally made it up that 1,100 foot climb to the top of Rocky Mountain, which is where I had originally planned on getting to yesterday, because it does say there's a campsite up here. I guess this is it. Not a whole lot of space up here, but I'll tell you, that was a 1,100 foot climb that just kept on going and going. It didn't seem like it was ever going to end. don't even know what time it is right now. I'll have to look at the timestamp of the video and put it in, put a text thing in for it. I'm also not sure how much further I have to go at this point to Tray Mountain Shelter, but definitely looking forward to getting there and getting out of all this wet stuff and into some dry stuff, and definitely not going to push on beyond that today. And then I'll make my decision for tomorrow, if I'm just going to go to Deep Gap Shelter, which is 7.4 miles, or push on to Dix Creek Gap, making it an 11-mile day, and get into Top of Georgia Hostel tomorrow night, or wait and have a very short, what we call a Nero, on the trail, nearly 0 miles, just a 3.6 mile day on Thursday morning, and get in and basically have all day there to work on videos, recharge things, dry out, get laundry done, a shower, and stay there for the night. So, but again, no views today. Don't know how much more video I'll do today because of that, but maybe once I get to Tray Mountain Shelter. Oh, well, the rain finally stopped falling, and finally got some views, but it's still been pretty tough. I don't know if you make it out on the hill over there on the other side. I think that's the next Forest Service road to cross, and once I hit that, it's another 1.3 miles to the shelter. Hoping I'm going to be able to get a spot there. There's at least 5 people ahead of me that I know about. Don't know that they're all planning to stop there, but I know some are. So, and shelter holds 7. So it's been a pretty tough climb up, and still got to go up and over that there. So it's quite a day. Okay, see that? It's a welcome sight. Sun breaking through the clouds. Maybe get up to the shelter and get warm, get some stuff dried out. That'll be nice. Should be good. So I think this is about the top of Tray Mountain, and this is the trail going across that way. You can see the blaze there. So it's really interesting pieces of path to walk on along the AT. Oh, let me go up here a little bit. Gotta be careful on these rocks. Check that out. Got another mountaintop peeking up through the clouds over there. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I got to Tray Mountain Shelter right about 3 o'clock. It's, what, 5 now? Yeah, almost 5. Got set up. We've had sun in and out. We're getting our stuff dried out, but this is the view we get from our campsite tonight. But beautiful view here. So, and let me swing around here. I'm going to show you these 2 ladies. They were at Blue Mountain Shelter with me last night. They're just section hiking. They're up from on spring break from college, up from Florida. And this is Pipes on the right and True Boss on the left. And they're a couple awesome ladies. We had a good time up there at Blue Mountain Shelter last night, and a couple other people. We had a nice campfire, and it was a lot of fun. They decided to stop here too, and one of the other folks did too. So the other one just moved on. She was trucking it. She did 15 yesterday. Was talking about 13 today. So, but we're enjoying the view, enjoying the sun and the warmth, and talk to you later. Alright, hello everyone. It is actually about 8 p.m. on day 10, Wednesday, March 7th. The cold last night kind of took all the power out of the battery of my GoPro. It would not work today, so there's no video or images from today on the trail. After getting pretty well soaked in the morning yesterday, last night it dropped down to around 26 degrees, and we had wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour, getting stronger throughout the morning. It was very, very cold when we got up this morning. Kind of a miserable kind of start to the day, having to put on still damp and cold clothes because I couldn't get them completely dried out, and then having to put my feet into basically frozen shoes. So I did a longer day today, a bit heavier mileage, went 11 miles to get into Dix Creek Gap, so I could get into a hotel room here in Hiawassee, since tonight is supposed to get into the low 20s, and actually tonight and tomorrow night are supposed to be pretty cold. So a lot of folks are getting off the trail right now to try and sit out the extreme cold weather that we're having at night. So I was it 11 miles that I did, and it was in just under 8 hours. So I tried to move pretty good. Took a little bit of toll on my feet in doing that. They're pretty sore today. Knees pretty sore today. So just wanted to give you a quick update on what happened with day 10, and said no images or other video from today because I just now got power back into my GoPro.